Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. I'm going to do your monthly career reading. So this is for June through July. However, really it's anytime you come across this video, anytime Spirit sends you this video is when it's for you. So this is a reading for the collective. It's not a one-to-one, so just keep that in mind. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Also, all tarot is guidance only, because we do have free will, and as a result, things always change. So with that being said, let us go ahead and begin with your messages. So Aries, at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. This is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new, emotionally fulfilling beginning for you with the Ace of Cups. That's followed by Judgment, almost like an awakening of some sort. You might be partnering up with multiple people. This is possibly a destined event, a fated event. So awakening to some sort of truth, possibly. Maybe pursuing something that is more true to you. So Spirit, what are the most relevant messages for our beautiful Aries? For our beautiful Aries. Goodness, okay. Aries, you might be really going within. You might be sensing a higher calling in your life. You're seeing past illusions of what life is supposed to be, what work is supposed to be, what the norm is supposed to be. Maybe you even have a lot of options. What else, Spirit? What else for our beautiful Aries? Okay, so again, bottom of the deck is the Judgment card, awakening of some sort, possibly even judging a situation. Oh my gosh, look what's under that, Ace of Cups, followed by the Sun. Okay, so you are possibly having some sort of an awakening, going towards things that are more emotionally fulfilling to you, that are emotionally valuable to you, things that speak to your soul and bring you a lot of happiness. Look at that, Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups again. Okay, destiny, fate, partnering up with the right people. All right, so you're awakening to some sort of truth. Your intuition might really be going off. This is the High Priest. This is the Pisces card, a Virgo card. Really going within, following your intuition, following your own internal truths, all the things you've learned in your life, and going forward with them. Your intuition might really be going off lately about something. You may have a lot of options. Seven of Cups is almost being spoiled for choice. Maybe you have a lot of different options of things you can do, places you can work. Maybe you're even putting yourself out there, sending your application out to multiple companies. Maybe you're kind of in between jobs right now, but I feel like you're also looking beyond illusions as well. You're being very discerning about what you will accept. You're not going to just take any old job, especially if you're in between jobs. You're being very discerning about what you put your energy into, I feel. And even for some of you, if this is at work, let's say there's a lot of different people that work there, you're also being very discerning of what kind of people you might be even associating with. I feel like you're kind of pulling your energy back a little bit, staying away from people who are toxic, staying away from people who don't add to your well-being. will kind of make the, maybe if you're at a job, they might make the job a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. Usually with a job, it's all about the people that work there, right? Depending on how much you enjoy your job. It could be something you really, really love to do. But if the people that are there kind of suck, it makes the whole experience awful. It makes you hate your job. So again, you might be very discerning about what you put your energy into. If you're applying to jobs, there might be many options out there. And I feel like you're also getting past the illusions of life, what kind of job you're supposed to work. You know, maybe you're even getting away from the concept of just having to have a 9 to 5. Maybe you're doing other things as well. So, you know, maybe even starting up like little side things, maybe like opening up like an Etsy shop. I don't know, just whatever it could be. Just pursuing multiple things in your life. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, this is almost like some sort of, not embracing some sort of internal truth. Especially if you are possibly looking for a new job and, you know, there's something you really want to be doing, but you are going with more of what is safe for you, possibly, you know, choosing something that pays more versus something that is more fulfilling to you. Whatever this Ace of Swords in reverse is, it's almost like not embracing some sort of inner truth. Possibly even feel like where you are at work, what you're doing for a living, is not your internal truth. You might be feeling like you're wasting away at it. You're wasting your life doing something that you don't like to do. And of course, we all have to, you know, do whatever pays the bills. But I feel like you want something different. You want something that is more true to you, but you know, is being blocked right now. So here you also have the Hierophant and then the Three of Swords. So Hierophant can be all about like convention and things like that, institutions. I feel like if you are at some sort of like large corporation, there's an ant, by the way, walking here along my desk, and my desk is right next to a window. So, you know, ants are all about hard work and collaboration. So just FYI, I don't believe in any accidents. So, you know, if you're right now kind of at a corporation, working for a large corporation, a large business where you're just a number, it's not your truth. You know, there's a lot of heartbreak. There's possibly a lot of conflict, maybe even with management. Maybe management doesn't value you, doesn't see your worth, treats you like a number. But there is some sort of a heartbreak here with some sort of convention. Like, it's just, I feel like you're no longer fulfilled with what you're doing. It's no longer your internal truth. It may have been at one point, but you're awakening up to a new truth. You're going towards things that are going to be more emotionally fulfilling to you, new starts in your life, things that will bring you a lot of happiness. And there is possibly some sort of destined event that's coming with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, maybe a friend of yours or a family member will maybe recommend something to you, offer you some sort of partnership, anything like that, some sort of collaboration. And you're going to be kind of plowing through, going forward with it very, very quickly with the Knight of Swords. So what else, Spirit? What else for our beautiful Aries? What else for our beautiful Aries? There could be even some lying that was going on at work. Oh, yeah. Some sort of dishonesty going on at work. Maybe people blaming you for things you didn't do. Maybe even your boss blaming you for things you didn't do. Twisting rules to make it to their, to their benefit. Dishonesty of some sort, maybe things that are unethical going on that isn't in line with your integrity. Possibly even because, you know, with the Hierophant, it's like you have integrity, you have morals, you're like, you know, you might be very spiritual or religious, and you're like, this is not in line with my belief system, the way things are operating here. This isn't my truth. This isn't what God wants me to do. This isn't in line with how I feel I should be living my life, you know, in accordance to God. So take that as it resonates. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to take all of these that came out. Okay, Aries, let's see what's at the bottom. Look at this. Look what can't talk. Look what's at the bottom. It's the Lovers card. The Lovers is all about, you know, of course, lovers and partnership and all that. But it's also about a decision that needs to be made, some sort of a choice you have. And it was just 11:11 on my timer. And look, Justice card. Your justice, good karma is coming in. If there's some sort of like sneaky business here going on at the place you're at, there will be some sort of justice here, and you will be moving on to something where you can collaborate as a team. Okay, so some sort of choice to make. All right, so Aries, here you have the, now, you know, this Ace of Swords in reverse is the center energy. So it's the most important energy, okay? So, and also here, Ten of Wands, center energy. So Ten of Wands is all about burdens, huge burdens, carrying on huge burdens, possibly doing multiple people's jobs, mental burdens, emotional burdens, and you're finally at the point where you're like, I've had enough. I'm putting down all these wands. Okay, so here with your verse 2 cards, you have the King of Swords and also the Emperor. So what this is telling me, with the King of Swords in reverse, this is, King of Swords in reverse is a very negative energy. It's and with, you know, coupled with the Emperor, I feel like this is your job. This is the management. This is the leadership here at the job you're in. The King of Swords in reverse, very cold, unfair, petty, illogical, just people kind of making up their own rules, doing what they think, abuses of power, huge abuses of power here. Dishonesty, possibly by people in leadership. I feel like the morale is really down with where you work. You know, it might be like not just you, you know, is unhappy, but like all your coworkers might be really unhappy. They might be like kind of being petty, arguing with each other just because the energy, the atmosphere is off, is bad. And that's all from management. When management is bad, it trickles all the way down and all the way back up. So again, poor leadership, unethical, dishonest, unfair. You're putting down those burdens. You're putting down those burdens. You want to move towards your 10 of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment. You want to, you know, we spend more time at our job than we do at home. So you want something that is fulfilling, something that is your truth, something that brings you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, but yet you feel kind of stuck. Now you might have the option to leave because the Eight of Swords is also like self-imposed bondage. So you can easily use one of these swords to cut yourself free. Now I've been telling the other signs as well, if, you know, go out and put your application out there, just start looking. Even if you've been at an establishment for a really long time, and let's say, you know, you've built up a lot of good benefits, a lot of like paid time off, anything like that, and you feel stuck here, you know, there are other jobs out there. Just especially when we get stuck in a situation because we've been there for so long and it's uncomfortable to leave, this is your cue to go out there, put yourself out there, start applying. Okay, and I've been telling the other signs this because similar messages have been coming up for all the fire signs. I feel like you're not, you know, with the fire signs, you have like such a passion and creativity within you, and it's like you really want to put that into your job, into whatever you're doing. You want to put that fire into it, and wherever you're at is just not conducive to that. And it's like it's possibly even stealing like life force energy out of you. So use one of those swords to get yourself unstuck, especially if you have a decision to make. If you have a choice right now, if you have an offer that is calling you back, or you know, someone offering you something, you have a choice. That new offer is going to bring you justice. Okay, there is happiness. You're going on to your 10 of Cups. Now here, 5 more cards came out, and the 2 center cards is the Queen of Cups and the Star. So the Queen of Cups, I feel like, show yourself a little bit of love. You know, this is the Queen of Love. This is someone who is extremely loving and you know, emotionally giving. So I feel like you need to give that cup of love to yourself and go after what it is your true wish fulfillment. What it is that Aries wants to do, not what Aries family wants them to do, not what their friends, not what their society wants them to do. What is your true wish fulfillment, Aries? The money will always come, okay? If you're really good at something, the money will always come, no matter what it is. So that's the center energy. Show yourself some love and go towards your wish fulfillment, and, you know, do some healing work as well. Okay. Oh, and look at this. We have King of Cups here. King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. And it's funny, like other signs have been getting the same message. Someone else got this. You know, if you're going on towards a new destination, to a new job, you might be meeting your counterpart there. Just saying. Someone else got this message as well. Sometimes Spirit, you know, wants to steer us in a different direction, and Spirit will make it so tough for you to stay there that it's almost like your only option is to go. Otherwise, you'll just lose your mind, right? So this might be what's going on, like Spirit by making it so difficult to try to push you out of this negative situation so that you can get on to your destined path. You know, so you can kind of align yourself with a fated event. So just saying, you know, because here is the King of Cups. And this is just like almost a side message. Here's the King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in between to the Queen of Cups. Now the 10 of Pentacles is all about, you know, complete abundance, but it's also the card of legacy and family, because as you can see, there's a family here. It's all about like ancestry and, you know, building a family, having children, anything like that. And the fact that this card separates the King and the Queen of Cups, you know, you might be meeting your counterpart if you are moving on to a different job. So this might be actually destiny and fate. And sometimes when we do ignore Spirit's promptings, when we just refuse to leave, even though we know we're getting all the signs, but yet we are ignoring that inner truth with the Ace of Swords in reverse, we're ignoring that inner truth. I just felt some wind blow on me. So it seems like Spirit is blowing you to something new. You have to embrace that truth. You know, don't ignore your intuition. Here with the High Priestess, don't ignore your intuition. Because if we do ignore it, Spirit will get us where we need to, one way or another. Spirit will send in a tower, okay? If we ignore the intuitive promptings and, you know, the messages from Spirit, Spirit will send us a tower to get us to where we need to be. So, you know, just saying. But again, you're moving on to something that is going to be more emotionally fulfilling, something that pays very handsomely, very well, compensates very fairly. It's going to be something that is your wish fulfillment. And now here you have Temperance. This is all about And also, I feel like even if you are taking a pay cut initially, you know, like the the opportunity is there to grow, to rise, to grow, to build. It can become the 10 of Pentacles with patience. However, you might be taking a bit of a pay cut right now though with the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is, you know, keeping your pentacles, your money close to your chest. So even if you're taking a pay cut right now to move into a different position, there is the opportunity, if you put in the work and the patience, to grow, to elevate within the company, or to grow the business, or whatever, however it pertains to you. But this is something that is going to bring you a lot more joy, a lot more emotional fulfillment and happiness, and will be a true wish fulfillment. This is something that you will like love to get up and go do, okay? So let's pull you a couple of cards. Spirit, what are the most relevant messages for our beautiful Aries? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's at the bottom? Fox. Clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. Hey. So that's what King and Queen of Cups, separated by the 10 of Pentacles. Again, you might be meeting your counterpart somewhere in this new journey that you're going on, this new job or whatever. Be open to romance. Always listen to your instincts, intuition. Wow. As you can see, there's 2 little foxes here. And the Lovers. Okay. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Now, what actually came out? Wow. The Dragon came out. Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Goodness. I'm going to pull this fox too. Oh my gosh. And look what's under the fox. Swans. Swans mate for life. Swan, grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Wow. So yeah, very strong messages about possibly meeting, and under that is deer, love. Okay, this is getting really wild. Okay. Also, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So again, I do feel like you're giving that cup of love to yourself as well by following your wish fulfillment, following your North Star, okay? Let's pull you, oh, yes. Pull you a couple of cards from the Kipper deck. Ah, that's way too many. Okay. Look what's here. Unexpected income, card 27. Okay. All right. So the cards that came out is journey. You're going on a journey, Aries. 10. You might even be moving for a new job, and that might be like what's really difficult is having to move, and you're like, I don't want to move. I don't want to get out of this town I've been living in for a long time. But, you know, journey, card 10. 35, pathway. And look at these little butterflies. That's all about transformation, death and rebirth. And then high honor, 25. So maybe you could be in the military, your family in the military, anything like that. Your counterpart in the military, I don't know. So, Okay. So, all right, let me just show you what's at the bottom here. Is the stars. This is all about like wishes being fulfilled, you know, fame, notoriety. You might be very, you know, if you are moving into some sort of sector, you might become very well known in it. And look, birds is under that. That's all about conflicts, anything like that. And then that moves on to the rider, which is a brand new victorious beginning, anchor, somewhere where you could set up a new home, stability and strength, and cutting things out of your life with a scythe. Okay, so we'll pull the stars, and cross came out. 36. Now that's kind of interesting with the Hierophant. That's not what the meaning of the cross is, but maybe, you know, you're very religious or spiritual, anything like that. But cross is all about huge burdens that you've had to bear, carrying that cross on your back. But as you can see, this cross now is upright. This is card 36. You know, with the cross being upright and then this character back here dancing, it's almost like you've weathered the storm. And here, look, this is autumn, where, you know, where everything kind of dies, the foliage, the grass, everything dies, the leaves fall. And this, you know, autumn might be something important, you know, might resonate somehow, fall, autumn. But I feel like this is almost you're at a rebirth of some sort. Everything had to die. You stood this cross up right now, and now you can dance because you've gone through those burdens now, and spring is, well, you know, then winter, but then spring is coming. And look at this, fish, card 34. Fish is all about abundance. So if money is really tight right now, prosperity is coming. Ten of Pentacles, prosperity is coming. Okay, and then wealthy man did want to come out, so where is it? Here somewhere. Wealthy man did want to come out. Anyways, and the stars over here, the stars, the stars, wish fulfillment. So if you're also like maybe applying for something that, you know, might bring you some fame, I don't know, it just seems like possibly you're going to get it. It's just side message for some of you guys. You know, if you think that you're pursuing something that maybe some people say has no future, but it is something that you want to do, don't listen to them. Do it. Do what makes you happy. The money will come. It might be tight at first, but the money will come. You're going to have a legacy. You're going to be well known in your arena. You will have a lot of prosperity and abundance. Okay? It won't be an easy journey, but you will get there. You will totally get there. So don't listen to the naysayers. There'll always be plenty of naysayers, but you will also align with your tribe. Okay, Aries? So. Thank you so much, Spirit. Like purification. Look at that sunflower. Sunflower is all about prosperity as well and abundance. So you get the card of diligence. Diligence, putting in all the hard work, okay? It's not going to be an easy battle, but you will get there, and it will be so worth it. It will be, you get fulfillment. It will be very fulfilling. And look at this moon here. So possibly that eclipse that we had in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about a death, rebirth, transformation, new beginning. You know, with your diligence, you will get fulfillment as long as you put in the hard work for it, okay? It's not going to fall into your lap, but it will bring you so much fulfillment and action. Take action. And look at these kind of this water is all about emotions. Take action towards your emotional fulfillment. And remember, you might be meeting your counterpart in this arena or this new job or whatever. Okay, so let us pull you Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, what is the most significant message for our beautiful Aries? Our beautiful Aries. Spirit, what is the most relevant message, Spirit? Most relevant message. Thank you so much, Spirit. So you get card 11, By the Book. And we will read from the book what this is. Okay, by the book. Essential meanings: abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal laws. The Oracle's message: the universe works with a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of action, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Every revolution has its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws, and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. So your prosperity message. At this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you if you are willing to go by the book. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you're striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works, and you will attract abundance. So here's Temperance. Your creative projects and commitment to prosperity are in alignment with the needs of the world, but impatience may tempt you to cut corners to get there more quickly. So, Aries, don't cut corners. Do everything by the book. If you're going in a new sphere, a new sector, a new direction, learn all the ins and outs, put in all the diligence and the hard work to do it properly, to do a good job at whatever it is you're pursuing, okay? Be patient, do it right, and the abundance and prosperity will come. All right, so that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope you've enjoyed your messages. If you have, please give this video a likes up. I welcome you to subscribe and share this message and comment, please. But thank you, most importantly, Spirit, for all, for all your guidance for us on our journey of life. So Aries, I hope you have a wonderful June, a wonderful July. Please stay safe and take care.